All right, we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and this is my channel, We Love Comics. And I am about to send out my 4 key comics that I send out each month to PGX to go get graded. I tell you what books they are. I show them even. I tell you what price I paid for them. Full disclosure, I always include shipping and handling and any kind of fees because that's what you're supposed to do. And I also predict what I think the grades are going to be roughly after a pressing and dry cleaning. And one of the things I always recommend to people is no matter who you get your books sent to get graded to, get your books pressed and dry cleaned, because sometimes a span of a zero point 0.5 difference could be hundreds of dollars depending on the book. Now, full disclosure before I show the books, I have made this deal with PGX. I tried with CGC and CBCS. They never actually responded to my messages. I do not get paid by PGX. I am under no obligation to say anything other than sharing my own personal experience. There are no contracts signed. I do this by good faith, and I appreciate that they allow me to do that, because I've been working with PGX now every month for over 4 years now, and I do this each and every month. But I made sure I get a deal for you guys. So like I said, I do not get paid, but they do allow me 4 books a month to get pressed, dry cleaned, graded, of course, with signature verification if it needs it, and adding the grader's notes on the back of the book, which, by the way, if you want to add grader's notes to the back of your PGX comics, all you have to do is look in the description of this video. It's $5 per book. Use the code We Love Comics Grader's Notes. To me, I really like having the greatest notes in the back of the book, especially if you're going to sell a comic, because all the information is right there for you and the potential buyer to see. It does make also the grader more responsible because it's right there for everybody to see. Also, if you send 10 books to PGX and use the code We Love Comics Free Press, they will press one of your comics for free. So depending on, what books you send in, we could save anywhere from 18 to 25 and up, and every little bit in your pocket is better than in somebody else's pocket. So please make sure you check the description of this video, and you'll see other discount codes and other things that I offer that I don't mention. Go check them out and support all the businesses. It helps you and it helps me. All right. And yeah, Daniel, the Sexy Cosplay Girls Live, I kind of, when I saw you want to do that title, I thought that would be funny to put this in. I'm glad you were here to see that. All right, so speaking of Daniel, he bought one of my comics. I won't tell you which one. Hopefully he changed the title so it is a mystery until you do the unboxing. But go check out his channel, see the book that he bought from my auction. And there's still a couple of books still available, 1 or 2 I've decided not to sell. But there are still a few available if you want to check it out. You can contact me at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com if you're interested in any, and we'll go from there. All right, so that's enough time. I see a couple of people are in. Thank you to those that are kind enough to hit the thumbs up button. Let's put on the video camera. And like I said, I will give the significance of the books, the price I paid, and what I think the grade will be after pressing and dry cleaning. All right, so I'm sending in, of the 4, 2 of them are the same. I don't do that very often, but when you see the book, you'll understand why. These are Thor God of Thunder #2, which is the first Gore the God Butcher, which is going to be in the next Thor Love and Thunder movie, and also the Necro Sword. Whether they use that or not, who knows? Maybe that might be something in the future of that character, and does it lead elsewhere? That remains to be seen. And right now my video is paused. Yes, Daniel, you can change the title. You just go to your page and you hit edit. I would definitely recommend doing that. And a tip to anybody that makes videos, if you're doing an unboxing, never put what the comic is that you're unboxing, because then it really doesn't give people an incentive to click on it because they already know what it is. So yeah, I would definitely recommend changing the title. Just hit edit on the video and make it more mysterious. Give people an incentive to want to check out your video. It's not clickbait. It's just not, what's the sense of doing an unboxing if you've already told people what it is? That's my opinion, but it's your channel. You can do what you want. All right, so these are Thor God of Thunder #2, first Gore the God Busher, and the Necro Sword. These are definitely ones to send out now. And the good thing with PGX, I'll get these back within 30 days. People sending these to CGC, good luck even with the fast track and spending extra money. Good luck getting these 5 or 6 months from now. By that time, the movie will already have been out. I've heard people waiting up to a year to get their books back, and with fast track taking 6 or 7 months. So good luck getting these back before the movie comes out, because if you haven't sent books like this in yet, you got to get them back quick. Otherwise, by the time you get them back and the movie's already out, the price is going to go down. So will you get the most money sending them to CGC or CBCS? That depends on when you send books in. I will get these back within 30 days, definitely before the movie comes out. So the good thing is, no matter what grades these are, I paid $22.50 for one and $21.50 for the other. I got these about probably 2 or 3 weeks after they came out, so I didn't get them for cover price, but hey, for under $25, I'm not going to complain. One of them has some pressable defects. It has a little bit of an imprint here, but it does not break color. You can easily get a 9.8 with that. But with that being said, I always make sure that I put a range on these, because there is no guarantee with a 9.8. Even if you get it fresh off the shelf, I've seen so many people, and I do not understand the logic behind this, because I watch so many people's videos when it comes to grading books. And if you have books that you have coming from whatever company getting graded, send me the links. I'll watch them. I like those kind of videos. But I've seen so many people, when they get a 9.4 or a 9.6, they're like, oh, well, I got this brand new, right off the shelf. Well, just because you did that doesn't mean people didn't handle it, or it didn't get damaged when it got shipped to the comic store, or when it got to the comic store, they put a whole pile of them, crushing a couple of them, or people, you know, thumbing through them and bending a page. Just because something's brand new off the shelf does not guarantee a 9.8. Remember, especially if you have a black book, if your thumbnail shows up, your thumbprint, that's going to affect the grade. So I never guarantee a 9.8, but these have 9.8 potentials. Like I say, get your books pressed and dry cleaned no matter who you send your books to get graded. So I'm saying about a 9.4 to 9.8 for each one. So they both have 9.8 potentials with pressings and dry. Doesn't really need dry cleanings, but they might do it if it's necessary. But it's pretty much for the pressing, with, of course, white pages. But these can come back 7.0s, and for the money I paid for them, I'll do fine. All right, next up. This is another book where the TV show is about to come out. If you haven't sent this book in yet and you send it to CGC, by the time you get it back, the show will probably be over at that point. So, like I said, it's not always... CGC is the #1 comic book grading company. I'm not going to dispute that. But it depends on what you're doing and when you're doing it to see if a business company is beneficial for you. I always share my opinions, even though they might be disagreed with other people. I can only share my opinion. You can agree with it or disagree. That's up to you. But this is a high-grade book. This is Marvel Spotlight number 28. This is the first Moon Knight solo story, of course, with the Moon Knight TV show. This book is getting hotter and hotter. I really think that TV show... it may be one of the best ones out there. I guess we'll have to find out. But it looks like they really put the effort in and going in the way that Moon Knight should be presented. It shouldn't be cheesy. It shouldn't be campy. It should be kind of dark. So I like, from what the trailers I've seen, the direction it looks like it's going. Whether it's good or not remains to be seen. We'll find out. But so far, so good. I bought these a couple years ago. I was telling people to buy these. I only paid $26.99 for this book. So again, it could come back at 3.5 and I'll make out. But this one definitely has high grade written all over it. I'm saying it's about, with pressing and dry cleaning, between a 9.2 to a 9.6. So this is definitely high grade. So for the price I paid, definitely not going to complain about that. Looking forward to seeing what that comes out as. Last but not least, this one, I'm not sure what the value will end up being, because this is one most people may not have or may not know about. Here's something I'm going to show you that most people don't know about. If you see this star right there, it's a stamp. That is not a pen mark. If you ever see that on a cover, buy that book. Now, this is Werewolf by Night 33, which is the second appearance of Moon Knight ever. But this is the Mark Jewelers insert. And they didn't do it all the time, but a lot of times, if you see this star, you know it's a Mark Jewelers insert. But again, it doesn't always have that. So look out for that star. And again, it can't be something that's written by scribbled in by a pen or pencil. That is an actual stamp. So this has the Mark Jewelers insert. This absolutely will benefit from impressing. It's a little off a little bit. Not a spine roll, but it's kind of off-centered. Make sure if you have an off-centered kind of book, make sure you send it to a presser who knows what they're doing, because if they do it incorrectly and try and force it, you could pop a staple. Now, I've had PGX, which has in-house pressings and dry cleanings and signature verifications. They've been pressing every one of my books for 4 years. Knock on wood, they've never damaged a book with pressing, so it gives me extreme confidence that they know what they're doing. As a matter of fact, there were maybe 2 or 3 books where, back before I got the deal with them, where I was paying for their service, they said that even though I paid for to get books pressed, they said it didn't need it. So to me, that's good business, because they're not just trying to take your money and say, "Oh, we'll press it anyway." If they think it doesn't need it, they won't do it. But with this being a Mark Jewelers insert, this is a rarer book. Now, I don't know how many of these are actually still in circulation, but for the price I paid for this book, I only paid $25 for this book. Again, I bought it a couple years ago because I knew Moon Knight was eventually going to have a TV show. I don't wait. I pounce. People who wait are the ones that spend 10 times more money for something they could have bought if they just held on to it for a couple of years. I don't understand that, but obviously if you didn't know about it or you didn't have the income to buy it, well, that's legitimate excuses. But, you know, this was only $25 when I bought it. I didn't buy it 10 years ago. I bought it about 3 or 4 years ago. But with the Mark Jewelers insert, absolutely a book worth getting graded. It does have some chipping and color loss right there in the corner. With an all black cover, there's 3 or 4 little color breaking creases. There's a little bit of a color breaking crease there. So I'm going to say this is about a 5.5 to a 6.5. And again, even with those grades, with this being a Mark Jewelers insert, this is going to get some good sales on it. And again, for $25, it could be a 2.0 and I'll still make out. So I think with off-white pages, and also, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that with the Marvel Spotlight number 28, basically off-white to white pages. So these are the 4 books. We got Werewolf by Night 33, second appearance of Moon Knight. This is the Mark Jewelers insert. I did check, the insert is in there. It's kind of like a cardboard material. Then we have Marvel Spotlight 28. This is the first solo Moon Knight. Higher grade, low to mid up to upper 9s, depending on what the presses do. And then we have 2 of the same book, Thor God of Thunder, issue number 2, which is the first Gore the God Butcher. I'm butchering the words. And the Necro Sword. So those are the 4 books I'm sending in. I should be getting the last 4 comics in the next 2 weeks. So still right on schedule. And again, if you've never tried PGX before, give them a try. Use the code WeLoveComics Free Press. If you send 10 books or more in, you can get one of them pressed for free. And like I do on my books, let me see, I'll show you. Graders Notes on the back of the book. If you use the code WeLoveComics Graders Notes, it's $5 per book. Obviously, you don't have to do it. I like doing that. So those are the books. If you like these kind of videos, please be kind enough to hit the thumbs up button. Let's do today's surprise subscriber shout-outs. We're going to go with Comics Collect, and we're going to go with Daniel Cochran, because like I said, he just did a video, so Both of you can put a link to your YouTube channels if you do have them. Otherwise, you can put a link to your social network, or if you sell something on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, any of those places, and you'd prefer to share a link to one of your sales, you can do that. Just keep in mind, all links have to be verified before I will approve them, so they will not show up right away. Just want to make sure it doesn't take anyone anywhere inappropriate. So if you browse my comment section, and I hope you'll be kind enough to put comments on the video, and if you see a link, that means it has been checked, verified, and approved, so it won't take you anywhere where you're going to be shocked or have children see something they shouldn't. Please give somebody a like, a view, a share, give them the support. So those are the 4 books. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you to all of you that hit the like button and were in the live chat. Hopefully you'll leave some comments. Let me know what you think about those books. Do you have them? What do you think the potentials are? And if you've ever tried PGX, we'd love to hear your stories, good or bad or indifferent. If you haven't tried them, again, check in the description for all the discount codes that I offer. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoy your day. And do not forget, it is not I. Well, it's not you. It is not I. It is We Love Comics. I'm having